real quick, I need to thank the sponsor of this video because Skillshare has a free gift for you and you should know about it. In 2023, I'll probably spend more time watching Skillshare classes than anyone like ever. I'll be diving deep into improving my own filmmaking skills, things like After Effects, 2D animation, 3D animation, and I'll be learning them all using Skillshare. Probably starting with this one, Animating with Ease in Adobe After Effects by Jake Bartlett. For the few of you who don't know, Skillshare is an online learning community filled with thousands of creative videos for anyone who wants to learn something new and invest in their personal growth. So whether you're like me and you want to learn about filmmaking, or you're more like you and want to learn about business or design or marketing, it's there. And it's a great place to start. The first 1,000 of you that sign up using my link in the description below will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. So click it, start learning something new today. Back to the video. There is a brand new light strip released today, not just by like any old hunky-dory lighting company. This is by Amaran. And if you don't know who Amaran is, they are the more entry-level line of Aputure, who makes all the professional lights that you see in almost any YouTube video. Just as an example, Amaran light, Amaran light, Amaran light, Aputure light. Just about any YouTuber you watch is lighting their stuff with either Amaran or Aputure, which is basically the same company. Anyway, this video is not sponsored by Amaran. They did not give me any money. However, they did provide me these lights, and I mean, to be totally transparent, I work very closely with Aputure. They have helped light a large portion of Senpai HQ. So take that as you will. My goal of this video is to tell you 4 really unique and new features of this strip light. So if you're looking for some unique lighting, hear me out here. Let's start with the obvious one. Thing number 1, this strip is very, very long. Like most lighting strips like this, your Philips Hue strip, your Elgato strip, are 6 feet long. This is 5 meters, which is like 16.5 feet, almost 3 times as long. Like this desk is 6 feet wide, and I can go back and forth across it almost 3 times. That is a long light strip. This is you. This is who she tells you not to worry about, AKA Amaran. If 5 meters is not enough, they also have an extender that is another 5 meters. So that's almost 33 feet. That is an excessive amount of light. Second thing, something that makes these really interesting is these aren't RGB. These are called RGBIC. That IC stands for integrated circuit, essentially meaning that you can control small sections of the lights to be different colors. Let me show you. So using the Sidus Link app, which is the Aputure app that controls all their lights, that's how I control everything. I can look at 25 individual sections on here that I can completely change. So if I were to take this section here, make it blue, here we go, turn up the intensity, make it super bright blue. Let's take the section next to it and let's make it red. Take the section next to it, let's make it green. Look at that. You can even take a section and entirely turn it off, which comes in real handy with a long light strip like this. Because if I wanna have a light strip to maybe accent multiple shelves or something, but as it's jumping from one shelf to another, I don't want a hanging strip of lights totally ruining the immersion. I can turn off that section of lights so it's only showing up where the shelves are. So that's what RGBIC does. It also does have a setback, whereas with regular RGB light strips that only do one color, you can snip them almost anywhere. You're not able to cut these, it will destroy the circuit. So don't do that. Instead, just turn off the excess that you don't want lighting and hanging over whatever you want at the light. The third thing about this light is actually really cool. This is what I showed you in the intro. The controller over here that connects to the outlet and then connects to the light strip has a couple really cool options, so you don't actually have to use an app or any phone or any tech to control it. You can actually make a lot of changes right here. And what I showed you in the beginning of this video is it has an effect that listens to audio and reacts based on that sound. You don't have to like smart connect it to your Spotify app or anything. It actually has a microphone right here. As I talk into this thing, you can see it reacting to my voice. This makes it really cool for things like concerts or music live streams, like with DJs or a band or whatever, where you want the lights to react in real time to the volume of the music. And you can see in the app here how intense and how many options that setting has, by the way. It's pretty nuts. It's a little overwhelming, actually. I'm sure you can do just about anything with it. All you have to do is set this close to the speaker, let it do its thing, you've got a pretty cool reactive light. And feature number 4, which is probably the most important to me, considering I'm probably gonna be using these once I finish decorating this back wall over here. I'm probably gonna accent it with these lights, but these are made by a photo and video company, Aputure. These are high-end flicker-free LEDs, so you're safe to put them in front of your camera no matter what your shutter speed is. This also means that all the super cool features that you get with really cool photography lighting, like really color accurate warmth temperatures or RGB or whatever, you get all those professional tools in this light strip too. And also, I didn't put this on the list, but I gotta say, I really appreciate that these are diffused. All the other light strips that I've looked at have a really clear rubber coating over the top of it. Sure, these aren't perfectly diffused like maybe like the Beacon mic where it looks like one continuous light, but that extra diffusion does make it a lot easier to look at rather than feeling like you're looking directly at an LED. Just kind of one of those quality of life updates that I appreciate. Thank you, Amaran. So now it's just a question of, what do I want to do with these? Like, obviously I talked about the shelves thing. I could have them in my stream room next to my guitar amp. I feel like it might be really cool to like shape these into like the Senpai logo and have the Senpai logo animating almost like an animated neon sign. I might need some extra diffusion for that, like real solid diffusion to look like a neon sign, but that might be kind of sick. I think they make that. Let me know in the comments down below. Give me a cool idea for what to do with these lights. What do the extra features add, or just the extra length? What would you do with a 16-foot strip light? And while you're down there, hit the like button because it's free and it helps out with engagement. And if you don't have a cool idea, just throw your favorite emoji in the comments because engagement. Thank you guys. Anyway, I hope this helped. I hope you find these lights really cool. There will be a link to them in the description down below. And as always, happy streaming.